So how does Solomon sum up life? Fear God and keep his commandments. And so we look at that and we say, great. So our purpose in life is God is this big thing far away that I need to cower and be afraid of. And if I don't follow his rules, he's like a kid with a magnifying glass and I'm the little ant. Is that what you're saying? No, that's not what we're saying. So we're going to look at what Solomon says here, right? So this word fear, when it says fear God, we don't have a good English translation for this word. And so what this word means is this awe and wonder of something. It's like it's this thing that is so big and so wonderful. And so if you have ever gone out past the city limits and looked up at the stars, and you just look up and you see billions and billions of stars out there. Or if you go out early in the morning and you watch the sunrise and you just see the beauty of something. There was, they have the Hubble telescope, they have the new telescope coming, but they've had the Hubble telescope for a long time, and they looked at this one patch of the sky, this one patch where it was darker than all the rest of the sky. And so they took the Hubble telescope and they pointed it at this dark patch of the sky. And just as powerful as they could make the Hubble telescope look at that, and what came back were these images, these fuzzy white orbs. And what these fuzzy white orbs, each one of them was an entire galaxy. So as far as man was able to see, when he looked into the distance to our best effort, there were galaxies so far out there that we didn't even know existed. This is the God that Solomon knew, the God who created everything. And he said, this is awe and wonder. And when I stand myself next to that God, I am nothing. So it's not this fear like you need to be afraid of what God's going to do. It is when you behold God, you think, what is this? And so I encountered this once on such a small scale compared to what God is. But about 18 years ago, I was in India for work. And we went to this nature preserve, and they let us go around back to where the animals are. And so if you've ever been to the Phoenix Zoo and you go to the lion encounter, right? It's that big round thing, and you stand down and you look down there and you see the lion. But in the back of the lion enclosure is this little door that opens, and the lion walks through there. And so around back behind there, that's where they let us go. So not at the Phoenix Zoo, but at this nature preserve in India. And I stood next to this lion about as close as I am to this table. And this lion was like half starved and, not well taken care of.
Sorry, could you say that?
Quiet, Siri. So this lion, let's just take that off. We don't need any interruptions. So this lion, right? This half-starved lion. When I looked at this lion, I was in awe when I saw this thing. Because here's what happened next. We were standing next to the lion cage, and I turned to talk to the guy next to me, and this lion jumped up and pounced on the cage. And never in my life have I been happier to have inch-thick steel bars between me and something else. This lion, like if I was in the same room as this lion and there was no cage separating us, I might as well just lay down on the ground and pour some relish on myself and maybe hope that he doesn't like pickles, because there was no comparison. This lion would eat me. I would not outrun him. I would not overpower him. I would die. And so when I looked at this lion and I thought, this thing is awesome, and I am terrified of it, right? And that's just like a glimpse of what it is to stand before God and see this God that created everything.